Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I figured I'd shoot another video for you guys today, give you guys a little update. I heard some great news today, actually, and so I figured I would, hop on here and let you guys know what's going on. So, yeah, so what's going on here today? What happened? So, I actually got a call back from the insurance agency agency head of the agency that I interviewed at this Monday, and they actually reached out to me, and they're willing to offer me the job. And once they're going to give me all the materials that I need to study for the exam for the property and casualty insurance license. And so as long as I can pass that exam and make it through all the study material and whatnot, I will be employed. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a bit of a delayed gratification kind of thing. So, and there's going to be of course there's going to be stuff that I need to do before I can start. So. And actually get that income going. So at most it should take 3 weeks to study for the exam and pass the test. And then once I have my license, I will be able to accept the offer completely. I mean, they've already offered me the job as long as, contingent on my ability to pass the exam. So that is awesome. I genuinely wasn't sure if they were going to offer me the job or not. There's a lot of things that I wasn't sure about exactly. Excuse me. From just the fact that I didn't already have my full property casualty license yet. I figured that if they had other people applying and interviewing that already did have their full license, then they would probably go with them first. But again, I didn't know exactly how many people they're looking for. So maybe they did have people with their full license already. But based on, it seems like they're willing to give me a shot, and I really appreciate that. And I am looking forward to, starting my study and my studying and seeing if I can pass that test or not. Again, it's going to be up to 3 weeks that I will be going without pay during the study, and then I will also have to pay out of pocket to get the license. So I won't be paying for the study material, but I will be paying for my for the exam, to schedule my exam, I believe, or at least when I may have to just pay for it the day that I take the exam. I'm not totally sure if I'll have to pay up front to schedule my exam date, but that actually might be the case, since it is going to be like a scheduled date, right? So they might ask me to pay in order to schedule it. And then I also believe I'll have to pay in order to, get that license, I suppose. So it is going to cost me a little bit of money, but I think it's worth a shot. I have the extra savings available. I'm not burning through food and supplies very fast at the moment, with the help of my grandpa. I am very grateful to him for that, helping me with food whenever he cooks and letting me eat dinner with him and whatnot. I really do appreciate that. It's helped out a lot, actually. And another thing is, that's amazing. I'm really happy that I was able to, I'm really happy that they were willing to pick me, for this position. And as long as I can pass that test and get my license and everything, even if things don't eventually don't totally work out at that agency, just having the property and casualty license opens the door to pretty much every insurance company out there for me. And also you can start your own, you know, agency or and whatnot with that as well. So there's just a lot of things that you can do with it, and so I think it's definitely worthwhile for me to make an effort. I also, you know, I do have an interview next Monday with another insurance company that would potentially be better, but I might do the interview, but I might let them know that I've already accepted an offer with another company, and I'm going to be doing the studying and everything and trying to pass the exam on my own. And maybe, you know, for whatever reason, if things don't work out there, at some point I can, you know, they'll let me reapply, and at that point I would hopefully have my license, and I wouldn't have to. You know, this other company that I am interviewing with on Monday, they actually do pay you through the licensing training and everything, so that would have been ideal, but since I've gotten an offer sooner than later from this place that I interviewed on Monday, I'm just going ahead and accepting everything that comes up, and you know, I don't know, we'll really have to see what happens. The other thing that I'm interviewing for on Monday is also remote, so that would be nice, but it's potentially not an issue whether it's remote or not, because in my last set of videos I actually kind of talked to you guys a little bit about the possibility for having my grandpa fix up his other old vehicle, and so I believe he's currently working on that. It's currently at a shop right now, I believe. He said that the brake line needs to be repaired, or the brake line was severed or something like that, so he's trying to get that fixed. You know, hopefully it doesn't end up costing him too much to get that taken care of. So, you know, that kind of eliminates the necessity, or I mean, it basically reduces the amount of problems that I would have without a reliable form of transportation, not having to rely on other people taking me to and from the agency base of operations. And so, you know, of course there was also the potential problems if I didn't have transportation, with their expectation of me going out into like community events and spreading awareness of the brand and you know, the agency, and my own skills as like an insurance seller. So there's a lot of, you know, things are looking good right now. You know, I'm really happy that I was able to get that offer, and it's kind of boosted my confidence a little bit, and I'm really happy about that. I definitely needed it, and you know, anything could happen. You know, I'm just gonna focus on trying to get my license and go from there, pretty much. They're gonna be providing the materials, so I'm gonna take advantage of that as best that I can, and do as well as I possibly can to study for the exam and pass that test. You know, just you know, it's not just so that I can have this one job at this one agency, right? It opens so many doors, pretty much at any agency that you could think of, and so that's kind of what I'm focused on right now. I know how important it is that I can pass that test, and I'm going to study as hard as I possibly can to make this a reality for me. You know, I've already passed a similar exam in the past, so I really think that I'll do well on this throughout the studying and taking this other, you know, it's a bigger test, I believe. Maybe it's a bit more difficult, but I think as long as I apply myself as well as I know that I can, I think I'll be all right. You know, on the last test that I took, I really didn't study as well as I should have. I don't think I wasn't all all in, you know, like, I don't know. It was hard. It was a weird time. It was my first full-time job ever that I was trying to get into. And I was basically being kicked out by my dad at the time. He gave me a month to get out of the house, find a job, and find a place to go, basically. And I was able to do that all on my own without really any help. And you know, I wasn't in a very good spot mentally, that's for sure. So I was actually really surprised that I was able to pass the personal lines test in the past. It's a different license, different test and everything, but like, you know, I really didn't, you know, I wasn't at my best at the time, and for me to still be able to pass that, I think says a lot about me and my abilities. But this time around, I'm really gonna, you know, I'm really gonna lock in and really focus on it, you know, like it's gonna be something like, because I feel more like I'm personally invested in it, because I'm gonna be paying, you know, to get the license in the end. I do feel more personally invested in this potential employment opportunity, and it's going to be an incredible opportunity for me to broaden my opportunities at other, you know, agencies as well, right? So if I can get that license, there's so many more jobs out there for me available, and so yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting this this curriculum started, and it's gonna be cool to be studying something again. I mean, you know, it's not the most interesting thing in the world to study insurance, but you know, it's something, right? You know, you got to start somewhere, and maybe it'll put me on the path to trying to go back to school one day. You know, I don't know. We'll have to see, but you know, I'm very, very interested and keen on getting this whole process started, and just having something really important to work on. So, you know, yeah. Thanks guys for watching this video. I don't want to make it too long, and not too much else I want to get into here. But yeah, guys, thanks for everything. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Consider, you know, I'm not, you know, I don't really like asking for people, you know, like likes and subs, and you know, but you know, if you're interested, if you know, whatever you think about this opportunity for me and the channel lately, just let me know down in the comments. Tell me how you guys are feeling, what you guys think about this whole insurance thing for me, and yeah, just let me know how you guys are doing as well in the comments. You know, let me know if you guys are also kind of looking for jobs, or where you guys are currently working at, if you guys enjoy it and whatnot. You know, just let me know down in the comments what you guys are up to. Honestly, I'd love to hear it, and I'd love to respond to you guys as well down below. So yeah, thanks again for all of your continued support, guys. It really means the world to me, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, peace out, guys. Much love and peace.